Hello people, welcome to Freedom Wars TV. I'm AC and it's the 1st of April 2011. Now, yesterday I was looking through the internet and I came across a card game. It's called the Illuminati card game. Now, the strange thing about this is the first cards were printed back in 1982 and the last cards were printed in 1995, so they're not in print now. But the crazy thing about them is, if you take a look at some of the cards, so let's take a look at this card. Now this card is called the Pentagon. Now it's strange because if you notice, it's got the Pentagon and it's got sort of fire coming out of it. But it got even stranger with this card right here. Now this card, to me, it looks very, very similar to the 9/11 attacks. I mean, it's got the two towers and it's got one of the towers being attacked. So what I'm thinking is, how did this guy, the guy who made the Illuminati card game, is a guy called Steve Jackson. And what I wonder is, how did this guy know back in 1982 what sort of stuff was going to happen? So now let's look at this card right here. This card, it says World War III. Now I've done some research and I came across a guy called Albert Pike. Now Albert Pike was a Freemason. He wrote a letter in 1871. He wrote a letter in 1871 where he predicted the First World War, the Second, and he predicted also a Third World War that is going to happen. Now, the First and Second, as you know, if you study history, already happened. And he predicted back in 1871 there will be a Third World War, which will involve Israel and the Muslim nations. So it's strange to see this in a card that was made back in 1982. Okay, so there's literally hundreds of these cards, so I can't go over every single one of them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you guys the website so you can go and check them out for yourself. There's over 300, so I can't really go over them. So here's the website. The website is www.freedomwars.wordpress.com. So www.freedomwars, now wars is spelled with a Z at the end instead of an S, .wordpress.com. So you can go and check them out for yourself, read all the meanings. I mean, these are just a bunch of, it's unbelievable, they're too accurate. Now in the second part I'm gonna go over the most important ones, the ones I think are the most important, because if you think these cards are weird, the one I showed you, the ones I'm about to show you are even weirder. So check out part 2.